So I've been using an Excel spreadsheet to track my piano practice, set long term and short term goals, and kind of break them down into weekly goals that I need to achieve. Now, when I first started doing this exercise, I set pretty aggressive weekly goals. What I thought would end up happening is either I would rise up to the occasion and build my ability to meet those weekly goals, or in the event that I don't meet those goals, I would just push them further along the timeline and change the overall timeline. So I did give myself quite a few months of buffer before I actually have to give the exam or meet the end goal. For the past 3 weeks, I have been in status red. Red basically means that I'm nowhere close to achieving my goals for the week. Um, for the past 3 weeks, I've been red, and it's actually interesting why. So one of the weeks, I decided to perfect one particular piece. Now, I thought this piece was 2 pages long, but it turns out that the piece was 4 pages long, and I just didn't turn past a double bar line that came at the end of 2 pages. So, double bar line usually means the end of a piece. So, seeing the double bar line, I just ended the piece and didn't realize there were 2 more pages after that. So what happened is I listened to the recording on the Monday of the week that I wanted to just perfect the piece. And I realized that I have half the piece that's remaining that I haven't tackled. So anyway, it wasn't a very long piece, just 2 more pages that I had to do. I did, rather than spending time on perfecting the piece, I spent time on just learning the remaining 2 pages. And at the end of the week, I did sort of get the entire piece to like a 70 to 80% uh, perfect state. But I still marked myself as red for that week because I didn't achieve the goal that I set myself. The following week, what happened was I fell ill and I wasn't able to practice for about 2.5 days during that week. So again, I didn't achieve the goals that I had set. So as in the red again. But what I want to draw my own attention to is the fact that when you set yourself goals, you need to give yourself adequate buffer time before you need to achieve the big end goal. And that buffer time can help counter the time you take off from practice, let's say for holidays or sicknesses or any other unforeseen circumstances. So, leaving yourself adequate buffer time really, really helps.